Hi, me again. My name is Delilah, and today I'm going to be talking about the project Dress a Girl Around the World. And so Madi from Madi Sews put together, she kind of like gathered all of us on YouTube to kind of get us involved in this project. And so yeah, I'm going to talk to you about that. I'm going to show you this dress that I made, but first I have a disclaimer. Okay, so my disclaimer is this, like some people just get weird, like when people start talking about charities. Like there was one sewing group where a lady was like, oh, I'm gonna sew some dresses for some women in Afghanistan, and somebody had commented like, support our troops first. Okay, this is not about like a competition about different charities, because yes, charity does start at home and we do need to check on our neighbors and like help out with our local community as well. I support my neighbor, local food banks, everything like that. Everybody around the world needs help. And so this isn't like who needs help more than others. I'm just going to share with you this amazing project and just give you more information about sewing a dress for girls. So now that we got that part out of the way, and so through the whole month of September, we have a lot of channels that will be posting videos and inspiration and information on how you can get involved with sewing a dress for girls around the world. I'm also going to put links in my description tab below so that you can see all the other channels that are participating in this. Okay, so I'm going to share with you details of the dress that I'm going to be making, but first let me show you Mari's website. Okay, when we look at Mari Sew's website, she has all the information about what the Project Dress a Girl is. Each day, there will be someone to follow and get inspiration to see what kind of dress that they're going to be making. So she is just making this so much fun. Okay, so I actually got a hold of the ambassador that's closest to me. So I live in Utah, and there is one in Las Vegas, and her name is Kay Coddington, and I will also let you know where to send your dresses, towards the end of the video. But she is very knowledgeable. I'm going to share with you some pictures from her Facebook page, and I just got a lot of stuff to share with you, so be patient with me. She was just saying, we want some patterns that will be like forgiving in size that they can be able to grow with. So you want to think like rubber or elastic, like peasant type dresses, things like that. And so the pattern that I picked is it's called the Lorne, and it's the Little Lizard King pattern, and I believe it's $4 or maybe $8 online. And this pattern is a PDF pattern, but you can see how it has the cute tie in the back, and it's got the big pockets right here, and it's $8.95 for the pattern, but they are having a 30% off sale this weekend. This is what it looks like. This is one that I actually made for my daughter, but I'm going to make another one. I'll show you the fabrics in a minute. I'm going to show you like what I love about this pattern is it's got a fully lined bodice, and I love how the sleeves are. So the sleeves are really forgiving sleeves, so they can kind of curve down and be more of a longer sleeve, or if the girl has more, broader shoulders, it can be looking like this. This one also gives shape. Let me show you the back. The back has this tie, and so it is a very forgiving shape, but it also has kind of a bodice right here to give them a little bit of a shape, because she did mention that as they get older, like when they're younger, they really don't care what shape, but as they get older, like anywhere over like maybe, I think she said 8 years old or 10 years old and older, they found that a lot of them were trying to find ropes to tie around their waist because they felt like the dresses made them look pregnant. And so I thought, that's so funny. We're all alike. They're just like me and you. None of us want to look pregnant in our dresses if we're not pregnant. So just kind of think about, stuff like that when you're making the dress. Okay, so now with fabric, when selecting your fabric, you want to make sure that it is a good sturdy fabric. This is Moda fabric, but it's by Ruby Star Society. They have the funnest fabric designs. This type of cotton, I feel like, lasts a long time, because think about this. They may not have a washing machine like me and you. Some of them do have to scrub them up against, rocks and kind of like what we would consider the old-fashioned way. And so you want to make sure that it is really sturdy. She also says if you can see your hand through the fabric, then don't use it. You know, if it is see-through, then they can't really wear it because it doesn't provide coverage. Say like a good rule of thumb is to avoid zippers or buttons, although you can locate your local ambassador, and I'll go through that on how you can find that if you need some guidance there, and just ask them, just get specifics from them. Think ties and think like elastics that you can get off and on easily. And Madi from Madi Sews, she has this tutorial that she posted a couple of days ago. And then if you just stay tuned, we're going to have more people posting about other different dress patterns that you could use as well. Oh, and modesty is key. That's why they want you to make sure it's not see-through, but also the length. They want the dresses to be like at their knee or longer. Now, another thing that she mentioned is that you want to make sure that you finish all the raw edges. So like on these dresses, you know, I do the rolled hem foot, and so look how nice that comes out. Also, I made sure when I did the ruffles, I serged both sides. Also on this pattern, I like it because the bodice is fully lined, but you enclose all the raw edges on it when you do it. So this is just a really good pattern. And another thing that you're going to want to add to your dress is the label. So Mari has labels. I have labels coming in the mail for me too. And then you're just going to want to sew them to the front of the dress. Oh, I also forgot pockets. So pockets are definitely, I feel like, a must-have. So these are the pockets that I'm using on the dress that I'm making. The Lorne pattern only, it is a PDF pattern, but for the bodice, it just has the two pieces. So the front and the back, and you cut them twice so that you can line them. So you can always refer back to her website to get more information, because even right here it talks about how do I get involved. And yes, make sure that when you are finished with your dress, you post a picture of it on Instagram using hashtag Project Dress a Girl, and make sure you tag at Madi Sews for Curves. That way we can all kind of get an idea of how much, you know, we've like inspired you to sew these dresses. And then it also has her address if you want to send the dresses directly to her, or you can get a hold of your own ambassador that is local to you and get a hold of them and see the type of dress that they would prefer you to use or to make. Okay, so I'm going to let you go for now, and I'm just going to start sewing up my dress. This is actually the fabric that I'm using right here. This is the bodice, and then I've got my gathers going. This is going to be the main part of the skirt. And then, of course, I have my pockets here, and I've got all the ruffling done. And so once I finish it, I will let you know, probably next Friday on the Friday Sews. And so until then, happy sewing. Bye, guys.